Hey, good afternoon, everybody. I wanted to bring to you a great technique that you can use for the holidays. I use this technique for lots of different things. I wrote a book all about it. 1 minute stress release, eliminate your anxiety and improve your mental health. And we can do it in a very holistic way. But really, we're starting to get into the holiday season. A lot of people have already put up their tree, which is amazing. I think that we're in this time in our country and other countries where people are really looking for hope and the feeling of family. But it can be difficult to be around family, especially if you have different personalities and you may get together in the US for Thanksgiving, or we already had the Canadian Thanksgiving, but in the US it's just in a couple of weeks, and then you have holiday parties, maybe Friendsgiving, and then if you celebrate Christmas, all of these things, these family times can really create, sorry for the noise, can create issues because you have all the family dynamics. And while it's wonderful to get together, you still may have some angst with a family member or extended family. So I just thought I would share with you some applications for using the 1 minute technique. So say, for instance, you're headed to a gathering and there may be somebody there that you haven't seen in a long time. Maybe they're a bit judgmental about the way that you live or how you dress or whatever the case may be. And you know that that person's going to be there. And so in advance of going to leaving your house, we're going to do this 1 minute technique. So let me show you what to do. So thumbs to ring finger. Okay. These two fingers go on the forehead. Let me take my glasses off so you don't get my reflection. Okay. And so hold the finger placement, and we're going to think about going to this gathering where you may have someone that you don't get along particularly well with. Okay. So you're just going to think about that person and rotate your eyes in a complete circle, and then go back the other direction. And it doesn't matter which way you start or you stop. It's all about thinking about the maybe past experience with the person, okay? Or their mannerisms or their voice or the things that are irritating or whatever the case may be, okay? So let's take, for instance, you're going to see a person and they have an irritating voice, or at least it's irritating to you. So you think about Sally, and you go, okay, so Sally's going to be at this gathering and she's got a wonderful personality, but her voice is kind of irritating and it's really difficult. Maybe she's loud. I'm not really sure, but right. So you just take your eyes to a complete circle all the way around, one direction, then the other. Doesn't matter which way you start or stop. And any of the stressful things that you can think about with that person is what you do with the 1 minute stress release technique. I highly suggest that if you're going with family members, that you all do this. Personally, we were on our way to a family gathering, and there's always some issues with some family, right? And we were about a block away from getting there, and I asked my husband to pull over. And I was like, pull over. And so we all did this exercise. I instructed them what to do, and then I said it out loud. Okay. So I said, listen, we're going to be here. And, sometimes this person can be a bit overbearing and make suggestions that really feel like we're being told what to do. And let's just see that we can just kind of be around them or her. And we did our eye circles, and we actually had a really great Christmas. but we quite literally did it a block away, like in the last moment. So what I'm suggesting is that you start working on it now, maybe before you get to the family gathering or the holiday party or whatever it is. We all have that funkle, right? That may get a little carried away with drinking too much at a holiday party. Whatever the case may be, we can come up with all sorts of scenarios. And so if it's happened in the past, it's not likely that this person may have made a huge change. So it's essentially, thinking about the person and, there maybe one cocktail leads to another, or two beers leads to six, or whatever it is. And their behavior gets a little bit out of control and it gets uncomfortable, and it can get uncomfortable for everyone. So my suggestion is that we just eliminate that blood pressure from going up, because that's what happens when we're stressed. Our blood pressure goes up. It's measurable. I have written about it in the book. And this is a way of bringing your stress level down before you even arrive. It's pretty remarkable. And I'm just really encouraging everyone to give it a try and see what happens. There are many ways to apply this to your life. It could be an anxiety that you have going into a big city. Maybe you have a big event planned and you're headed into the city to go see Christmas lights or go Christmas shopping or holiday shopping or gathering, and you have some anxiety about it. So this is a way to process before you get there. Okay, I'm going to get in my car. I'm going to have to drive through traffic, and it may be bumper to bumper traffic, but we're going to have a really good time. And, we can be going and seeing the sights and maybe out to lunch with friends. And we'll be walking downtown, and maybe there's issues with walking downtown. I don't know about you, but it seems like there's issues with walking downtown in lots of cities because of various issues. Try this, give it a try. Let me know how it goes. Send me an email, send me a Facebook message, and let's have a happy holiday season. I hope you're all doing well, and let me know if I can help you individually. We'll talk soon. Thanks.
MarieMattison.com, 1 minute stress release, available on Amazon,